What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another map guide for the True Warrior difficulty, getting the challenges done. We got the Battle of Xiaopei, the rescue of Lu Bu, and the Xiapi Counterattack from the Liu Bei path at the beginning of Chapter 4. If you're struggling with any of these maps, we're going to go through how to get through all the challenges, and then I'll give you some tips to finish the map if you guys are struggling with that as well. Starting off with the Battle of Xiaopei. Going into our preparation screen, we can see here our challenge is defeating Sun Ce within 10 minutes. Our preparation, I believe, is similar to what we usually like to use for these challenges. That's going to be any weapon that you're working on or you like to use, doesn't matter which one it is. And then I have my basics, attack and defense accessories, got the health gem, and then I got my 2 bravery items, boost items, and the attack boost, my meat buns, everything I need in order to take down Mr. Sun Ce. So it's a pretty simple challenge. You just gotta rush Sun Ce and kill him before 10 minutes. When you go to attack him initially in the first base that he is in the middle, get a couple of minutes before he gets recalled back to the next base behind him. But just follow him into the base, you know, keep track of him, do as much damage as you can in the first base. And then when he starts to recall, just follow him into the next base and then continue with the onslaught. In the first encounter with him, I used both my bravery and my attack boost. And then I waited to use my second bravery until he got into the second base. There's a lot of enemies in the second base, so be prepared to get through a huge number. If you have your tactics ready, use it to get through, or a Muso or something, because they get pretty crowded towards the door area. And in my gameplay, I actually get pushed back because there's just so many officers to get through. And 10 minutes is actually a long time to kill Sun Ce, so don't worry about panicking trying to get into him. That's what I was worried about, like getting stuck and not being able to get to him because there's so many enemies. But eventually you can get through, end up dueling Sun Quan, who's in the base, take him down, make it a little easier on the people around you. Get a nice little morale boost, all that good stuff, and then we focus on Sun Ce once more and end up killing him. Once Sun Ce has gone down, you can go back to, I would go back to Liu Bei, especially if he's struggling. If he's not struggling, you can go and help the people in the middle. If not, I'd rush all the way back to help Liu Bei, clear out the enemies around him, and then once you do that, I made my way down towards Zhang Fei, helped him push, and then just cleared the remainder of the map. Pretty simple. I think all 3 maps for this video are pretty straightforward and simple, so not too difficult for these challenges. Moving over to the rescue of Lu Bu. Quite the, again, similar challenge in terms of difficulty. All we have to do for this one is defeat Yuan Shao. And for this one, with my preparation, the only thing I changed was my weapon, because if I'm going to be going into the heart of Yuan Shao's forces, who's surrounded by a ton of powerful enemies, I want to use a weapon that I'm extremely comfortable with. So I ended up changing to the sword because I love abusing the Divine Eagle Dance. Everything else remains the same. The items, saving them for Yuan Shao, the accessories, attack and defense, and we still have our health gem. Moving into the battle, I'm again going with Mr. Guan Yu. He is my favorite companion to use on the Liu Bei side besides Zhao Yun, but we don't have Zhao Yun yet, so we cannot use him as a companion. So Guan Yu is my default for now. So for this battle, I kind of just played it quote-unquote normal. I went to the middle first, helped out the people in the middle. I helped clear out the people around him. Then I went to go duel Zheng He because I'm currently hunting all the duels for a different video, so I had to go duel Zheng He, ended up beating him. And then I made my way to Lu Bu, helped clear up the enemies there just in case he's going to struggle, but even if you leave him by himself, Lu Bu won't struggle against those people because none of them have a boosted morale, and he does a lot of damage because, you know, well, it's Lu Bu. And then we're going to go into Yuan Shao. We're going to rush in there straight for his throat and popping my bravery, popping my attack boost, but then again spamming my Divine Eagle Dance. And honestly, for this battle, I mean, probably the easiest among the 3. My gameplay skills for this one wasn't the best. You know, I was getting caught a lot, wasn't parrying as easily as I normally do. I was a little tired doing this battle, but still was able to get through it pretty seamlessly. At some point, Yuan Shao is going to advance towards Lu Bu, but he doesn't seem to really move. I think with you being there, he's kind of distracted by you. There is a lot of enemies, so whatever you choose, looks like I recommended in some of the other videos, definitely bring a battle art that has a nice AoE, because you want to clear out as many enemies as you can, as fast as you can, because there's a lot around you. And then, yeah, so I rush out there a little bit because I thought Yuan Shao left, but he was actually fighting Guan Yu, so I go back. And then I'm just there busting his chops a little bit. So I go back to Yuan Shao. I pop my other bravery a little early because my other one hadn't run out yet. But again, I was kind of tired when I was doing this, but I was still able to do the challenge really easily without really trying that hard. So I don't expect you guys to struggle too much with this one. If you are, let me know down below and we can talk about it. But if you have a good weapon, you have your setup, you save your items for Yuan Shao, you're going to rip through him pretty easily, and then you can just complete the remainder of the stage like a normal stage. You just got to get to where Cao Cao is in his group. You can take your time getting in there, clipping the people that are around, Dian Wei, the Xiahou cousins, all those people that are in that little base with Cao Cao. You can really just take your time and clear out the remainder of the base. Use your tactics that you have wisely. If you got the true Musos, if you got, you know, the character swap, all that, you can use it, abuse it, and take down Cao Cao and easily get the challenge done for the rescue of Lu Bu. Moving into the last challenge, we have the Xiapi Counterattack. Now, this one's not necessarily difficult, but it is a little weird. So the challenge for this one is to ensure that 7 traps, which is all the traps, are deployed successfully. There's 4 on the top side, 3 on the bottom side. And what you want to do for this one, honestly, you just want your people to die. And you want the enemy to go through the forest on their own. I think for me, one of my people, one of the defenders actually successfully killed one of the attackers. So there was one trap that hadn't been deployed because he got defeated. So Jiling at some point is going to come after you, so you can take that character, you can take Jiling, just have him follow you to wherever trap that hasn't been initiated yet, and just have him set it off for you. So I got the last trap by bringing Jiling there, and that's pretty much it. So you want to kind of just stay in the middle, like back and forth. I just want to check things out. My first time doing it, it only took me one try to do it, but you don't want to kill the people up north, you don't want to kill people outside. You want them to get through your teammates, get through the bases, and get to the trap areas on their own. Because I think if you don't, then it'll make it harder for you to lure people up there because there's not many other people. So, or I guess you can wait for Yuan Shu too. Yuan Shu would also... No, he goes straight to Liu Bei. Never mind, don't do that. So, yeah, just stay in the middle. This map is going to require you to wait a little bit. You're just going to have to wait until your allies in the north and the south fall. Let them initiate all the traps. And then, yeah, once you do that, you're good to go to complete the remainder of the map. You just go to where Liu Bei is, because by that time Yuan Shu is most likely going to be in the camp. Feed him, and then that's going to be an easy win for this map. It's just a matter of patience. You just have to not attack the enemy, which is a weird, counterintuitive thing to do, but in order for the traps to succeed, they have to physically walk across them. But because you have allies defending bases and in their way, they stop them and they can't advance until obviously they get through them. I'm going to skip to when I lure Jiling into the last spot because my ally ended up defeating the general, and then I'll have the rest of the gameplay play so you guys can see how the rest of this ends. But that's pretty much it. These 3 were pretty simple in terms of like what you need to do. I think most of the challenges are pretty simple. It just depends on the difficulty of how to get them done, or a time limit, or whatever it may be. But for the most part, I haven't found anything too challenging except for like the RAM. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much all I have for the video. 3 easy ones down. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys are struggling with it, or if you got any questions about these 3, let me know down below. Any questions about any earlier stages or anything that you guys are having trouble with, let me know down below and we can talk about it. More guides are on the way. Going to be covering every single one for you guys. You guys can take a look on how to defeat every single one, get every single challenge, all that good stuff. But yeah, that's all I have. Appreciate you all for watching. If you enjoyed it or if it was helpful, definitely appreciate it. Like, comment, or subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Good. It's time. Light the fire! It's all on fire! Come at me! This is tough, no matter how you slice it. Until attack. Turn the thing. Oh my God! Can't believe this. The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. Back for now. An improvement at last. This is our time to shine. I claim another victory in the name of my brother. Time to act. Oh my God. Looking rough. With all my might. The enemy officer has been defeated.